Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to Galactic Civilizations 4 Supernova and our playthrough as the Drath Freehold. Where we left off, we've basically successfully defended our territory on multiple fronts, from the Eyebolians over here and the Crystal Nerds, the Luxar Dominion. Their military power is looking a lot less at the moment. As you see, we're much stronger than the Eyebolians. We're still kind of on par with these guys. The Yor are a non-threat at this point, but there may be more wars coming with these guys, for example, and they have just been building up a substantial army. I think everybody else will be on par or less than us. So basically, there's just a couple more factions. Also, the Mantids could be a problem. Let's try to stay on their good sides as much as possible. Is there any trades that we could do right off the bat? Kick things off here. Open borders. Let's go ahead and renew that. So what is our plan now? Well, we have a couple fleets knocking around. We've got a frigate just chilling there. We're in hot pursuit of this fleet. They're gonna die. These guys will probably die. Let's see. We're culturally dominating over on this side, so they're going to have to make a move soon. We still have these fleets. A small siege fleet running around being a nuisance. We'd probably have to dispatch somebody to deal with them. Our Terran alliance over here is capturing back worlds that will flip back to us anyway, so I don't really have to care all that much about that. Similarly, this is going to flip back to us sometime soon. At some point, this will be ours. There's a small fleet here of 11 ships that we were just hammering away at, and we've got this fleet over here. Now, we could attempt to make a push, but there's still a lot of ships out there. We don't really have that much in defense just yet. But we will be having battleships coming out pretty soon, and that's going to be a massive help. So I think we just sort of keep building up our forces, make sure we're very well defended, try not to lose any ground at all, and once we have up enough fleets, multiple fleets to go off in every direction, then I think we will make the push. Because once we defeat these guys, it's going to be all over. All over. We're currently working on cultural influence because we would like to get a lot more culture points per turn. That's going to send us down the nihilism path towards our end game goal of Terra Stars. And let's keep it moving forward, I guess. Let's go. Yeah, we are also not in a good place when it comes to food. See how this plays out. Now, we were going to send this fleet to try and tentatively maybe take over, but without the aid of starbases, I just don't think we have enough here. But we might use them defensively. Let's actually just keep them around this area. Oh, you guys are about to lose a bunch of cruisers for free. Love to see it. Okay, well, here's the war that we have been dreading for a long time. The Arcean Republic have just declared. Well, let's see what they're working with. First things first, let's go ahead and blow the heck out of this fleet. Let's blow it up. I actually don't think we need to take this fight on unfavorable terms. In favorable terms. See if we can blockade them right here. Alright, we got our diplomat back after failing to prevent that war, but let's make sure that we maybe don't have any other wars. Let's keep the Mimets happy. The Iconians I don't think are too big a threat. Dratha is pretty much finished. Pollution's good. Crime is what it is. We are going to need more food. Let's just complete the agricultural triangle right there, and then I suppose we just research it up. Something like this. Martin, you're... What are we doing on Martin? We're going to need siege ships eventually, so we might as well start producing, or keep producing. An eyeball fleet here. That's these guys running for their lives. Get as close as we can. Hit them with the missiles. Oh, 2 ships down. Get shit on. Alright, they're out of missile range. We definitely have space in this fleet for a couple more ships. I'll link them up. Should have done that first, maybe. Executive orders. We'll hold off on that for now. Our income's looking pretty bad. Let's take a look. We're on normal taxes. I think we will stay on normal for a little bit. Okay, so what have you guys, or what are you guys bringing out to play? Lost our shipyard on Liller. Make sure we get that back up ASAP. This was a good shipyard. I don't want to leave our western flank undefended. But we do have this crew here on our southern borders, and it's not as pressing for them to be here, I suppose. Let's swing them up towards Liller, where I think there will be a lot of fighting. Yeah, these guys are just fielding bombers and not really a problem. Okay, these guys have suicided. It's beautiful. Yeah, these guys would be a nuisance. They can take over this planet. Our pressure will just recapture it. It'll take a little bit of time. We just lost a construction ship to these things. Annoying. But there's cultural influence. Increasing our influence growth. We'll get to upgrade culture, precursor, souvenir shop. And of course, the +1 to culture points. And I think we're just going to sit here with unlock caretaker ships, which can repair our fleets. That's an interesting one. Cultural outreach, I think, is where we're going next. Although we do have orbital repair for 2 turns. I don't know how good these caretakers are. Let's build it and find out. Okay, offering me a exploration treaty. That's a no. Nobody needs that. Goodbye. Alrighty. You guys, engage. Exterminate. Oh, I don't know if we're actually in range here. We're definitely in range here. No casualties. Lose all your ships. Zip around this way. See if we can catch these bombers next turn. Maybe, maybe not. We did have a constructor coming down this way to make a starbase for us in case we have to defend. But holy heck. Alright, what do we got here? We've got frigates, siege ships, frigates, and cruisers. Over here we have bombers, frigates. It's not looking that bad actually. Their fleet size is only 33. We can outnumber this. But if we keep pursuing you guys, we can't catch them. They have 13 movement. We have 11. So I think we disengage and maybe pull back to the defense. This is a lot of ships and pressure, and I think we can't afford to ignore. I'm going to minus some influence growth over here because we're now at war with them. Hopefully that'll speed up the culture flip at least. We should be hammering these guys every turn that we get. Okay, we can attrition them down. Wait on that move order. Keep you in here for now. These guys are just flying ships through our territory, going to war with our allies. Is there anything that we can do to stop that? Can we like talk to them and be like, yo, get your ships out of my territory? Speak to something else in mind. Remove your ships from our territory immediately. The other civilization will remove their ships from your territory for 10 months. Your relations will be damaged. Before we do that, they are at war with our allies. Is that crazy? It would be these guys actually, the Phalanoids. They are fairly strong. Maybe we don't pick a fight with them just yet. Oh lord, they're coming. Alrighty, but we do have orbital repairs. That's very nice to have. Resupply will give us a huge amount of ship range and logistics, and I'm kind of here for it. We can make some giga fleets. But first we got to take care of this. These guys got to go. Down to 6. Down to 5. I mean, we really shouldn't take any. Take a light casualty. Gonna do it. Did lose a ship. Hopefully it wasn't the cruiser. I don't know if it was. Does not matter. We're gonna hang out here with this fleet for now. Okay, Lila, you finished your shipyard. That is good. I feel like you've already got an industrial center, don't you? Fly depot, planetary generator. Maybe you don't. But honestly, I would much rather just have you do research. Food is crashing. People are not going to be happy. Back on Cora, the pollution here is atrocious. It's like 87. We're going to start getting some fairly negative effects. I don't think we need this heritage center. What could we replace that with? A hollow theater, maybe? I would love a way to clean up this planet, but that is not the direction our tech has gone. What do you have in orbit? Officer training school. And a space elevator. I mean, pollution 10% isn't really doing it. We might as well just leave it where it is. Let's get rid of that and just plug down a research district, I guess. More research, always good. Lilar is able to produce us battleships, so that's what they're going to do. It'll take some time, but we will get it done. We've also got some ships hanging out around Drath. We're going to actually keep them here just in case they decide to dive us. Should have manually moved these guys, but they got where they need to go. This constructor ship. Ooh, he is at risk. Let's pull him back. This has been aborted. I don't think we could maybe put one up here and establish an even more forward location. We've only got the 6 modules, though. I think we might establish it over this way. Probably the safest place for it. Let's pull this back a ways and hopefully it does not die. Maybe we can even defend. What is the movement on this? 14. They could have killed it if they wanted to, but they have chosen death. I fully endorse. Hey, ship has reached level 5. Got an achievement for that. Now, on our flagship here, I believe we were just stacking missile damage. Doesn't look like that much. Let's pop another +2 on there, I guess. That'll be okay. Kolas, you are not really that able to do anything for us. Give us a siege ship that you have been building up for us. Keep it going. Martin, more siege. Okay, we've got one fleet coming down this way. I think we'll leave you guys to intercept. We already have a defense fleet in position. Eject them. We've got 3 cruisers over here. 4 cruisers here. And a bunch of fighters. I think the cruisers are a little bit more scary. Let's see if we can just win the fight straight up. No casualties. No casualties indeed. And that frees us up to... I mean, I would love to engage this fleet. Their moves are 11. Our moves are 11. But we can take this opportunity to fly on over here. Whack these guys with missiles. 0 to 49. Spank. Spank. And we continue to defend. Just try to do as much damage as we can. These fleets will be called into action. Hey, we've annexed Paradius 1 from the Festron Hunt. Alrighty. So this seems like they've got quite a lot of siege potential. They've also got a fair few cruisers. 4, in fact. That's actually respectable. But they're outside of range of this. So I'm actually going to allow them to come and put Lilar under siege. They might even one-turn it. That's okay. We're trying to hit them in the soft spots, take away their numbers advantage. No casualties. We may lose a ship here. Cool. Did not. We'll allow these guys to creep closer as well. Maybe we need to pull these guys away, but we're going to hold off on that move if we can. Still got some fleets knocking around this region. I'm going to add the constructor to these guys. We're going to push them forward a little bit. We don't really have to fare these, but I would much rather them not claim any more planets, although they don't have this siege potential to do it. So we just chill here. They are taking back one of their planets. It's not a big deal. Cora, on the other hand, I mean, what do we do with this planet? I guess we just produce some cash and allow it to simmer. We're at only 63%. Why is that? We're at war with your species. I don't know about... Oh yeah, they're a crystal dude. I mean, we could imprison them. Alright, why else are you guys upset? There are other species here. Of course, they're Korath. They don't like sharing planets. Like, our approval on this planet is never going to be amazing. Just a little bit sad. Alright, we do have a couple worlds under siege. We lost this colony ship that I didn't even know we had. What are you doing all the way out here to begin with? Chilling out in your territory. There's Galactic Resupply Doctrine. However, we can get the Giga Fleet going. I think we want to go back into cultural outreach. Let's see what we got. Okay, Dratha is under siege. It will be under siege for 5 turns. 7 turns until we have our first battle cruiser. Let's eject you boys. Park you adjacent. Hit him with these missiles. 0 to 63. That is a missile attack and a half. Ooh. Moderate casualties. We can hold off and just attrition them down. They are not going to capture our capital. No, sir. They are attacking us here, but again, we are well defended. Only 2 months, but they're not going to last nearly that long. 0 to 61. Custom ships. Custom ships. No casualties. I don't like this cruiser's getting real hurt. Hopefully it survives. Was 46. And is still 46. Beautiful. Okay. Now, Martin is also under attack. We're going to have to liberate Martin. Quite a scary fleet. Give him the old volley first. Zero to 86. Oh. You boys are hacking. Down to 7. Martin will fall in 2 months. We could wait 1 turn, but this is no casualties. Just go ahead and pull the trigger here. Evaporate them. We have another fleet coming through. Maybe they'll make the mistake and just end up in this bubble. Then we can bully them. That's just going to have to wait. These guys are making quite a demand for this exploration treaty. We're going to reject this and offer you a free trade agreement instead. They will agree to this. I would like modules. They will give me some. Antimatter stocks are looking okay. But they already have quite a lot, so we can always use more. We're going to need them to produce the battleships. How much antimatter are you giving me? Just give me all the antimatter. They've got quite a tidy chunk of cash. 170. Nope. Just keep giving me the antimatter. I don't ever want to have to worry about antimatter ever again. This is acceptable. Okay. 97. You got yourself a deal. I accept. Have a quick check. There's another research treaty. Oh, credits per turn. I'm gonna take credits per turn. I don't normally, but given the situation we have found ourselves in, I'm going to have to do it. We'll accept that. Actually, we should have gotten the free trade agreement as well. Alarium. A little bit tight on the Alarium, buddy. I'll take Durantium. Yes. Ooh, we can do an alliance here as well, and I think we will actually. Free trade agreement first. You know what, let's put alliance in there as well. And I want all the things. I want all of it. You just don't have a lot to offer though. Give me this. Got some Diplo capital. How much are you willing to part with? 200? No. Oh my god, really? 100? Not nearly this precious when I'm using it. Credits per month. How much can you afford? 15? Okay, I accept. Alright, we are now allied. Let's get a research treaty with you guys. And Promethean's pretty valuable. We can get a decent amount. We can always sell that off for some cash. Okay, something like this. I will accept. I think we want to go research treaty and get open borders. We just get everything. Military alliance, research alliance. Military alliance. Yeah. Give me some more credits per month. Also got a ton of Alarium. Alright, give me... This is fine. Okay, good round of trading there. Alrighty, we're also ready to go up in Nihilism, I believe. Nihilists on planets have their stats quadrupled. Unlocks the Communication Starbase Module Relativistic Ethics Beacon. Or we can go for Exploitation. No. Moral Relativism. That's where we're going to be. Give me one of these. Next up will be Flexibility. It'll be a while before we have that, though. Okay, I think that is it for our round of defending. Pretty good. We'll have to free Dratha next turn. Make sure we hit and run over here. And with a missile, we're going to scoot back. Also got that queen over there. We need to deal with these guys. Their cultural pressure is actually ridiculous, considering how puny their empire is. Although it hasn't really surpassed ours border pressure from our main bubble, which sort of englobulates all of this. So I'm okay. They should not be able to win that way. Like moths to the flame. Moths to the flame. Meanwhile, these planets are just being ping-ponged back and forth between the humans and these guys. But the Festron Hunt have been wiped out. Ah, the Festron have given their planets over to the Arceans. Interesting. That's good for me. That can be all my territory. Assuming we make it out of this war. Alright, we must free Dratha. Undock the ships. Hit them with the missiles. We are few, but we are strong. We'll take light casualties. We still have 4 months remaining, so let's not get hasty. Dratha will stand. Go ahead and undock. Martin only has 2 months, but I don't think we'll take that long to free these guys. They're just throwing away ships. Look at this. 56 damage. No casualties, total loss for them. It's what you want to see. See if we may have lost a ship. Nope. Nothing. Continue to defend. We wait for our battle cruisers, make our fleets, and then we will end them. We will end them all. So, I don't know if we need to develop this base just yet. Hasn't really come into play. Cultural outreach almost finished. Potential to do some damage here. Let's just take you out. Fly you over. Battle prediction says no casualties. I like the sound of that. .48 stays at 48, and we can zip over here. This is also a pretty tiny fleet. Hit him the missiles. Lost a ship. Lost another, and we can just zip back into range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. Can't quite get there. Still, we're pretty safe. Martin, I think you can stop with the flagships. Get some constructors for us, the siege ships. We've got like 3 here. No more threats in sensor range. We're okay. Lilar is fine. Everything else seems to be good. This planet should rebel back to us. Food is once more on the up. Cash is on the up. Everything's on the up. Soon we will have this planet. We can build up a starbase. Continue to build up a fleet over here. Get rid of this starbase. Get a constructor or something. Maybe go to war. Take out these small planets. They shouldn't be able to defend themselves. And yeah. They want an exploration treaty. I want you to go away. Bye. Let's see what else they got for us. You better move. Okay. Alrighty. Cultural outreach for even more influence growth. The extra culture point. Let's go for maybe stellar emigration. This will be even more culture points. I think that's what we want. Let's get towards finishing off that tree. Extreme casualties. This queen is so beast. Alright, let's do the math on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We should be able to make a round trip here. Go ahead and hit him this. Give him this. It says we'll still take light casualties, and I don't want to risk any ships, so let's just nip on home. Put down for repairs. Don't gotta rush anything here. Develop this tile. Laller, we don't got anything really for you to do. You guys are pretty happy. Pollution is in check. I suppose we can build a capital mainframe, even though this is supposed to be a 1 per civilization. But perhaps because I have no idea why we can build more of these. Maybe it's because of an update or something. I don't really want to do more manufacturing. I'm quite happy with this planet the way it is. Maybe we can just get some gross income going, a little bit of cash. We're at our housing limit. We just get more pops. Let's get more pops. More pops does need more food. But we're going to have an abundance of land pretty soon, so it shouldn't be an issue. The governor of Korra is the richest citizen on their planet, having exploited so much wealth from their world. They are now eyeing our coffers. Our advisor warned against feeding their greed, but it is a small price to pay for their loyalty. Provide the modest gift they are requesting, 50 treasury for loyalty and pacifism. Yeah, sure, it's 50. I don't... That's peanuts, man. Take it. Alright, not detecting any enemy fleets in the region. This is good news. I don't like that they have a ship defending here. Let's see if we can kill it. It has been killed. Free ship. Not gonna say no. Alright, Dratho. Eject. Fly you guys over. Hit him with the more missiles. 172 HP left on this fleet. 151. Still light casualties. And no real rush. We still have 3 months. We can shave off some more HP. Just chill there. Okay. Looking good. We've got some fleets knocking around over here. Kind of tempted to maybe... I don't know where he's going. No real reason to rush. Ranagoth shipyard. Just got blowed up, eh? No! That's my fucking fleet, brother. It was producing me a battleship. Well played. Well played. You will lose your fleet for that. These guys would like us to declare war on those Zolotzi. Not really. A pass. Fire with the small missiles first. Hit him with the big boys. No casualties. We will take casualties soon though. Well, Korra has a thing to do now. Build back that shipyard. We've come across an ancient terraforming device near Dratha. Upon activating it tells us that there was once a great war between the crafters and a powerful enemy. This device was left to help protect future civilizations from predation in the event they lost. It offers us 3 options. Use it to improve the world's biomes, +1 to farming. Use it to produce raw minerals in the planet's crust. Good. Okay. Yeah. Raw minerals. Aggressivism goes up. Let's see. Rinse, repeat. Undock. Fly abreast. Shoot him. Shoot him. Zap him. Don't know how we're still taking light casualties. I mean, it is 2 cruisers versus 2 cruisers and a whole bunch of fighters. We'll probably lose some fighters in this. We still have 2 months. I'm not going to risk it. We'll just pull the trigger now. We did not lose a thing. Nice. They're going to be spending cash like nobody's business, just trying to churn out as much military as possible. But already it seems like they're losing. Just want to make sure that we keep this fleet in check. We don't want it to build up into anything too spooky. Nothing else coming out of the fog here. Looking good. Want to get rid of that. A little bit too much of an offensive starbase. It offends me. Would like our first run of battle cruisers, please. Give me my battleships. 4 turns. Alright, Kolas, what can you do for us? I think it's back to frigate production. Give me a bunch of defenders. Busy yourself doing that. But alright, stellar immigration is done. Even more influence growth, even more cultural points. We can get cultural assimilation and xeno-religions. Leads to divine essence. We're not going to do that. Cultural assimilation, however, is something we might get. Interstellar ministry. What is this? Interstellar ministry. Influence growth plus 50% plus 5. I think this is a starbase module. Yes. Not a bad one, actually. Assimilation Foundation gives us more influence growth. Might be an option for our capital. Let's choose a new tech. What do we got here? Payload miniaturization. Maybe we can stop off. Although, we might as well just finish it off, right? Cultural assimilation. Keep it going. Martin 1, we're going to head back over to little more than a repair bay with wings. This ship maintains the rest of the fleet, but has no weapons of their own. I don't know if these are valuable, but I mean, we can build a couple out of Martin. They're not expensive. There's our constructor. Put that with the fleet. The eyeballs are back. See where they go. We've got fleets everywhere. Back to building a reaver. Big old fleet over here. Bombers aplenty, frigates, fighters, siege ships. Want to find where they're going. It's a juicy pick-off. We've annexed planet Paradius 2. We've got it back, folks. War has grown old, Drath. We extend our hand in peace. Will you accept? Yeah, sure. The UR are too far away for us to touch anywhere. They're all the way over here. And the less people that we have negatively impacting our diplomacy, the better. Idle Core World over here. Pretty much a full planet. Nothing that we would like to build, I guess. Crank out some cash for us. Here's our caretaker. Eject all of these ships. We want to stay inside this radius. I don't know if this will give us the bonus. I feel like the answer is a no. Let's stay here and just hurt them. 0 to 50. Cost you a ship. Cost you another. We take no casualties. I'm taking the fight. Get out of here. Eyeballians, you're not accomplishing anything today. Anything steps foot in our territory dies. These guys are asking us for far too much for nothing at all. That's a no. Goodbye. Alright, Paradius. Back in our hands. It hasn't been particularly well looked after, and they aren't especially happy over here. But it's another planet, and I guess we can use it to produce food or something. There's maybe like a food triangle over here. Get a little agricultural district down. Feed our people. We also need to build a starbase. Hang on, build a shipyard. Bump that to the top of the queue. Just threw away a cruiser. I don't like these guys flying through my territory. We may be finished, but you're a fool. If you think we'll hand our people over to your custody, all that remains of our assets will be turned over to our friends, the Phalanoids. Phalanoids are an issue. They are a little bit of an issue. There is just a lone cruiser here that has wandered into our territory. So you know which way that goes. And I believe that's our first battle cruiser. Where is it? There it is. Battleship. 128 HP on that bad boy. Compared to... I don't know. We don't even... Compared to 32 on a cruiser. That is nuts. 15 attack. Oh, baby. Let's get to work. I'm gonna watch this battle. The inaugural battle. Yes. Our missiles have way more range. They can't even hit us. Then the lasers take no damage. My guy's just off there flying. Total victory. Fantastic. We have battleships. You guys... Where are you going? You're coming down here? It's actually a pretty good angle for them. We don't really have that much to defend. Movement is 10. Movement is 11. I would like to snake this fleet down over this way. Do we have somebody closer? Not really. These guys are also have a ship sent over this way. More Eyeballians, but again, we have all the momentum here and they cannot slow us down. We just need to keep amassing the fleet. All of our smaller shipyards are just going to be producing frigates and cruisers. And our 2 or 3 big ones that we have, Liler, Dratha, and Korra, these are all just going to be printing battleships. Let's take those guys out real quick. These guys will start to rebel. We will lose these and we will never get them back. But that's okay. Your time over here is limited, my dudes. Limited. But I think that's where we're going to wrap up this episode. Oh, another fresh pick off over here as soon as we finish off this turn. They're just spending cash on bombers and getting them out. I will happily keep shoving them back down. We have a lot of room to play around in our fleets to make even bigger fleets. We're just going to max out and go on the offensive. So Dratha, 13 turns is a long time for these things, like these battleships. Also, more cash issues. We've got room for so many ships here. I would like to go on an offense, however. Can't quite make it into range is the problem. We'll just have to wait and see how this goes. If they attack our starbase, it might not be that good for us. That could be bad. It could also be bad for them. We'll wait and see. We might lose the shipyard, but it's not producing anything too valuable. Meanwhile, this fleet's just chilling. I think I'm going to take the Drathan fleet, link them up over here, and then make a push in this direction. Try to claim all of this territory. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. But alright, thank you all very much for watching, guys. We'll see how this goes in the next one. Bye-bye.